Kate, I'm gonna be late today. I don't need dinner.
Oh, are you out drinking again?
Yeah? What?
Haven't you been drinking too much lately? You seem to have a hangover every day. You should let your body rest.
I don't really have a choice. I get requests from my minions to go out and eat like every day. They all love me too much.
But you always end up drinking too. Your medical checkup results were not that great. You should really hold off on drinking for a while. And you're spending too much too. I understand you care about your subordinates, but you need to think about your budget too.
That's on you. You need to save up.
I already am. Julia's gonna need money when she gets into high school.
She goes to public school. Why would she need money?
For starters, her school has a uniform. We need to pay for her tutoring right now too. You need to save.
What? She's already gotten in. What does she need tutoring for?
It's so she won't have trouble keeping up in her AP classes.
Maybe you should stop spending so much on her.
What are you saying? Money spent on Julia is not going to waste. It's for her future.
You saying money I spend is a waste?
I'm not saying it's a waste. It's just too much. It's not essential.
I'm working my butt off every day to feed you guys. And you're telling me not to spend money I earned?
I appreciate you working for us, but I also work around the house. Shouldn't we be more cooperative?
I earn more than you.
That's true, but...
How about you do something about your own spending before lashing out at me?
Huh? I'm not wasting money.
You are. Using the furnace like crazy. The utility cost always goes through the roof in the winter. You realize that?
Wait. How is that a waste? It's sub-zero outside. And I can't even use the furnace?
Just put on a coat.
That's not enough. How am I gonna do chores in a freezing room?
People back in the day didn't have the comfort of heating. You need to be thankful for living in a house without a draft coming in. Just deal with it.
That's just outrageous. Julia needs to study every day too. What if she catches a cold?
Make Julia wear a coat too. That's enough to keep a cold away.
Are you serious?
Fine. Let her use heating in her room. All else is prohibited.
Julia spends time in the living room too.
Then make her stay in her room. Why do you think a housewife is in any position to talk back to me? It's all on you.
Miles, what time are you coming home today?
I'm not telling you.
Huh? Why? I need to prepare dinner.
Because you're trying to fool me.
What? Fool you? About what?
You're using the furnace while I'm gone, and turning it off before I get home so I don't notice.
No, I'm not.
Don't lie. The room's been oddly warm when I come home.
Are you really gonna chastise me for that?
I told you it's prohibited. What's so hard about wearing a damn coat?
You really expect me to do that? It's snowing outside.
And?
I'm gonna get sick at this rate. Then I'll need to go to the hospital and pay for medicine. Isn't that more costly than heating?
That's why I'm telling you to put a coat on.
That's not realistic. Can't you think more rationally?
How about ski wear? That'll keep you warm. And it's easy to move in.
Will you stop? There's no way I'm doing that. Julia and I are only using the bare minimum. You need to let it go.
I already permitted Julia's room.
That's not enough. We can't eat dinner in the freezing room. Don't put Julia through this.
Why don't you eat in Julia's room?
You use the furnace all you want after coming home. And the cost is still less than your drinking.
I work. Period. A housewife is in no position to live in extravagance. I'm gonna start using surveillance camera.
What?
I'll monitor you to make sure you aren't using the furnace. That'll shut you up.
Where's that money gonna come from? Why don't you just let me use the furnace instead? You're just being mean.
Shut up. This is decided. I'll take away more privileges if you try to delude me again. Get down on your knees if you want to use the furnace so much. Apologize for complaining about my drinking.
What is that gonna do?
Just to make me feel better. You're the one that tried to force me into saving money. If you don't want Julia to get caught up in this, you need to settle it. Julia, your mother's not answering my calls. Is she with you? What are you doing?
Did you just get home, Dad? Were you drinking again?
This is part of my job. Anyways, that's not important now. The lights are all out. Where are you guys? You're not home?
Mom got carried to the hospital.
What? Where's the hospital?
I'm not telling you. You're not welcome, jackass.
Julia! How dare you call your father a jackass? I don't remember raising you like that.
Shut up, jackass. It's your fault Mom collapsed.
Huh? Why me? She needs to keep track of her own health.
Mom's been ill for several days now. She even had a fever.
And why is that my fault?
Who's the jackass that prohibited her from using the furnace? That's what made her sick. We had to call an ambulance.
Why did she not do anything? She's not a baby.
What? You serious? The heck is wrong with you? Making her live in a freezing house? Of course she's gonna get sick.
I told her to use the furnace in your room, so it's not on me.
What kind of reasoning is that? Mom was worried about giving me the cold. That's why she stayed in the living room. It's all your fault.
If I had known she was sick.
Don't try to make excuses now. You even installed cameras. What's wrong with you?
It was to teach her a lesson for talking back to me. I gave her the chance to apologize, but she didn't.
I heard about what happened, and there's no doubt you're to blame. Making a save up while you're out drinking every night? That's why she collapsed. I despise you.
All right, I'll apologize to her. So where's the hospital? Must be the city hospital, right?
I told you not to come. Mom doesn't want you to come either. She doesn't want to see your face or hear your voice.
I'm only worried about her. Give me a break.
Your condescending attitude is not gonna make things any better. Mom needs to rest anyways, even if Mom lets you off the hook. I never will forgive you. You're despicable. I never want to live with you again.
That's a whole lot of trash talk. I told you not to talk to your father like that. If that's how you're gonna be, fine. I'm not letting you in the house until I get an apology. Hey, Kate, when are you coming home? The house is messy, and the laundry's piling up.
Take care of it yourself.
What? Don't expect me to get all soft on you just because you're sick. Get your butt back home if you're feeling better. You're not in the hospital anymore, right?
I will never return to that house. So take care of yourself.
What are you saying? Where are you gonna live?
I'm already with my parents. Julia and I will live here from now on.
You better be kidding. I never agreed to living separately. You trying to weasel out of doing chores? I'll divorce you. Is that what you want?
Yes, let's divorce.
Oh. What? You want a divorce?
I'm tired of dealing with you. Julia is okay with it too. I'm glad we've come to an agreement so smoothly. Let's get it moving.
You can't afford to divorce me.
Why would that be? It'll just be fine.
Don't act so tough. How are you gonna pay for your living? You were just saying Julia will need money for high school. You two can't live on your own.
I'll have to depend on my parents for a while. But I'll start working, so shouldn't be a problem.
Don't be ridiculous. Julia needs a father.
She doesn't need a father like you. You splurge like it's nothing with your measly earnings, and don't even let us use the furnace. And Julia's high school is closer from my parents' house. I don't see any reason not to divorce.
How's a housewife like you gonna find a decent job? You're gonna come crying to me in no time.
You have nothing to worry about. My father's friend owns a company and he is looking for an accountant. He offered me the job. I used to work in accounting, so...
That's ages ago.
Yes, that was before Julia was born. But I've been helping out occasionally since then. You knew that, right? They already know I can do the job.
They're just feeling sorry for you.
They wouldn't hire me if I wasn't useful.
I won't allow it. Just come home. Now. I'll let you use the furnace all you want.
Way too late for that. I don't care about you anymore. You think that'll lure me to you? Is the furnace the only thing you have to offer? We have a furnace over here too.
How am I gonna live?
I don't care. Do what you need to do.
I took care of you all these years. You can't just divorce me.
You were the one that was wanting to divorce just a while ago? Isn't this what you wanted? Or were you just threatening me?
I wouldn't call it that. I didn't think you'd want to divorce me. After all these years of taking care of you, how could you bite the hand that feeds you?
That mindset is exactly why I want to divorce you. You've only caused me trouble anyways. With your frequent drinking, we barely had enough to live. I had to work to pay for Julia's field trip. You never listened. I've had enough with you.
The furnace was just payback for your complaining. I wasn't being serious.
You say that after installing a camera to monitor me? Nothing's gonna change my mind now. Take responsibility for your own actions.
All right. Hey, I am sorry. You can use the furnace, and I won't go drinking anymore. There. Happy now?
No.
I apologized. What's not enough?
I can't stand that attitude. I don't want to be with you anymore, okay? An apology is not gonna make me forgive you. Same with Julia. We're better off without you.
You'll be a lot more stable living with me.
Living without heating in sub-zero temperatures. Not my idea of a stable life.
I told you can use the damn furnace.
Is that really all you have to say? I endured for so many years. And I've reached my limit. So it's over. I will divorce you no matter what.
Hey, I really am sorry. Please come home. This house doesn't clean itself and the laundry is piling up.
Then hire a maid. That's what you essentially need.
We were a family for over 10 years. You have no feelings left at all?
You've swept it all away, and don't call us a family. Julia and I don't see you as part of our family. Get it through your thick skull that we're better off without you, okay? After that, I divorced my husband, and my daughter and I are living happily with my parents. My ex must have been so shocked that he stopped going out for drinks and head straight home after work. Things would not have gotten this bad if he had stopped drinking a long time ago. Just goes to show how much he underestimated us. I just hope he continues to pay child support and not disappoint his daughter more than he already has. Julia has started going to high school and I have started my new job. Haven't already known them from before? My new workplace is suiting me very well. I will work hard to keep my daughter cheery. I will live in gratitude for a new life filled with more laughter than before.